Okay, so I think we are live. Welcome to another stream, guys. Let's just begin with the first game of today. We're playing Karl Margren from the United States. We begin with the standard opening, guys. Nothing new there. Just a second while I set up my mobile for all the chats we'll do. Let's just develop the knight here. Okay, so he begins with pinning our knight, and I think we'll just copy his homework there. Okay, so takes. Now the option for him is, let's say I begin with this. In case he takes, we'll take it with the, okay, this was in our plan. Now let's push this. This is also threatened, so in case he like tries to save it, we just go this. I think we'll take. Now it's still under the pin. In case we play this, okay, so he wants to blunder, or let's say I take, he takes, and then we are basically up an exchange. Or we can play this, like in case he takes, we just take and then threaten. I think this is a better move there. Now this I don't think is a good move. Like in case he plays this, we just take. His knight will have to take. We take the queen and then just get the piece. Okay, so he's still trying to latch on to that knight. Now this is threatened. Great. Okay. Now we need to get our queen to this square so we can like attack this. Or he's trying to win this pawn. Let's say, can I go here? But in case he takes, we take with the queen. He just defends it with the bishop. So let's start. I don't really. Let's say I move my queen here, and he just takes this pawn with the queen. I can move, like take, and then this check. Plenty of moves to think about. Or I can just defend. Let's just try and defend it. Also making room for our queen. Okay. So my guy is still running after pawns. He doesn't really see a threat. I don't think he has a check here. We can just defend. Or we like this is a good move. Now this is mate. So not a good start, guys. Losing from below 1500 is not a really good start. Let's continue the second game. For those of you watching, I don't really play like this. It will take some time for me to warm up. We are playing Noza 777 from Myanmar, a neighbor of India, and a very friendly country, I feel. Okay, so he's planning on developing here. Can we take? In case he takes, we'll have to move back with our. Let's play a simple developing move there. He's playing really fast though. Let's say we take. In case he takes, we move here. Or I think we'll just exchange pieces. Or in case he takes with the knight, I think I will take at the knight. Now this is met by this check, and then we pick up this bishop. Okay, so now let's just take this diagonal for the bishop. Taking on here is also, I feel, a good move. Okay, this can be threatened now. Yes, this is okay, so he doesn't see this, so GG's guide, guys. We just drop down our bishop and then just try and develop this rook to the square. Okay, let's say we go here. Can we? Yes, we can. Now this becomes a move, or even this is a good move, and we can develop this bishop here. Okay, attacking this. He moves back. Okay, standard moves. Can we move our bishop here and exchange the pieces, because his bishop is actually at a good square. So I'll just offer him an exchange there. Takes. A weird move, but okay, we have the open file now. And also an attack on these two. And I think there's a possibility that we win a piece. Like, this cannot be played, this cannot be played, we just take the knight, and I think we have won a piece for ourselves, nice. Okay, so we just take, and now we are up the exchange. This is a good move. Yep, takes, or like this is met by this, and we are planning to eventually win a pawn. Okay, so let's just exchange. Okay, so he defends his, that was actually a good defense, but we are still up an exchange, so I don't really think. Okay, so Tushar Power, our good friend from yesterday, says hello. Hi Tushar, how are you doing? So we need to make some squares for our king, and then we can plan on getting our rook in, threatening to take this. Okay, this is a candidate move. I think I'm okay with him taking here. We can just take, and this is met by this. So we are in control of the position as of now, and we have got ourselves a passed pawn, and we are up a piece, so all looks good. Okay, so this is a good move. Let's say he checks, we move back, and start rolling down the pawn. A pawn is actually okay. Let's start with the pawn, guys. Check, and then the pawn starts rolling. Okay, so this is the next possible move, but we can just move our bishop up, check this, and then this. So I don't think he has a threat there. I think he started to get worried about the pawn because, yep, that's what I thought. Let's continue because, okay, can we? Our rook's actually not at a good position because the rook normally needs to be behind the square, the queening square. Uh, let's say I check, he just takes, I give him a check here and then queen. Or let's say I take, he takes, check, and then I again make a queen. So I feel taking on here is a good move. He cannot really take, yes. I don't think he can take either way because I can then just give him a check and queen. This was actually a good move, like not a very good, like great move, but a difficult move to find. Like it, the game's actually completely winning for me, I feel here, but okay. So let's say he takes. Can we defend the knight here? I think we can. He cannot take. He can take it with this pawn, but we can just defend it with the bishop. Yep. Now this is a good move. This game's thinking because he can give me some checks here and then start moving his king up. Okay. Now this is a move, but we can move the king up and get it to a better square. Let's say he just decides, okay, so can we threaten to win this pawn? Or should we get it to an open file and like moving my rook here would just, he can play this and defend this pawn. Or we can start harassing this knight, but he can just sit here and protect the queening square. Tushar Power, any ideas? Let's say I move. Let's just move a knight to a better square. Not move. Can defend it by doing this. Yep, as expected. Now we need to have some other ideas, guys. Can we play this? But then his rook and his knight are protecting the square. So let's say we continue with this. In case he comes back, we try to get our rook back. So he's trying to win this. Let's threaten the knight first. Okay, so this was expected. Okay. Now let's defend. Or even this makes sense. I don't think he can play this because it will give him a discovery on because my bishop's actually guarding this rook. Okay, so can I play this. In case he takes, we take back. Or should we look for better moves? In case I play this, his rook can then start checking. Let's say I play this, he moves back, then I again, okay, so this makes sense. He will move back, I can play this again. Yep. So this is met by this. Oof. So he's asking us to play this now. Let's say I make this move, he takes fianchettos, or what do we call it, en passant, and then we take, he then gives me a check, I move back. Let's first defend. He's playing very accurate moves though. He's very good at defending. Like in the opening, I felt he was not that good. In the middle game, he was okay. But towards the end game, he's really like playing good moves and like he's really grinding it out. Okay, so this, and then this makes sense. Let's do it. But then he can just take it with a rook. Okay, he didn't. So what possible moves do we have? Let's do this and his knight's not really doing anything, but so is our bishop. They are both very useless. Can I play this? Yes, I think this is a move. Yep. Some useless checks can come here. We play this. Okay, so he cannot come here, he cannot come here, he cannot come here. And he can protect it with this. But we can just bring our bishop here and then threaten this. Playing this doesn't make sense, playing this doesn't make sense. And I think we have won ourselves a pawn. Okay, check. I can do this all day. Okay, so let's corner his king now. This is a move. Like, can I take? Okay, so I can take on this actually. In case he takes, we just queen. Good move. We still are completely winning. Now this, in case he gives a check, we just take. Okay, so that is spotted by him. Thank you very much. And GG's. So finally a good game. I don't think we are very good with the accuracy in this game, but overall I think I played okay. I like missed some completely winning positions, some misses on the, like, not very good, but it was okay. And we are playing Shije Kolaramedovs. I don't really know how to pronounce that. He's from Ecuador and looks to me an old player. So I think he will be playing a bit slow, as most oldies are. Bishop, okay. Let's develop this bishop. This, okay. I've given him a chance. Okay. Cannot play this, we just take. In case he plays this, we have this option, or in case he plays this, This can be a move. Okay, so he has given our rook an open file. Let's castle and get our rook to an open file. Okay, so he's threatening this. So do we need to exchange pieces now? Let's say I play this. He takes, I take, takes, takes, and we don't really win anything. Or I should try and open up the position. This move is met by bishop here, and I don't really see. Can I play this bishop here? No, I cannot. Okay, let's see. I need to focus. I think this is a crucial part of the game, crucial position or crucial moment of the game. Let's say I do this, it takes, nothing achieved. This is met by this. He's also planning, he can check and I then just move, or I can, let's say I do this, he takes, I take this pawn, so I think it's a equal trade. Cannot play this, we just takes. This was in the air. Now in case I move this, he can just pin my queen here and win the queen, so this is not a good move. We are still threatening to win this, so let's do this. But doing this will just give him a tempo. Can we move back? Yep, I think we should move back. Now this is threatened. Okay, so he gives us a pawn. This cannot be played, we just take, he takes. It's an equal exchange. What is, oof. So let's say I take, he takes. Okay, so his bishop is actually pinned. He cannot move his bishop. I can play this move. And then this. This makes sense because playing my bishop here, he cannot take, his queen will hang. Okay, so he wants to hang his queen. This was odd. I don't think he saw that. By the look of it, the time he's taking, I don't think he saw that. It's very sad for him, I feel, because blundering the queen in the beginning is not very pleasant, and I speak from experience. So let's say he takes, we give him a check, and or we can just take on this pawn that's hanging for a while. Okay, so GG's guys, not very tactical game, but what can we do? Like, our opponent blundered. So we are back to 1588 and we are playing a strong opponent now. He's from Argentina, I believe, yes. And always a very weird name. I don't really know why my opponents have weird names. Like, why can't they have a basic name? James, Thomas, like a basic name. Helen Gu is, I don't think that's a name. This takes, and then we check and win this bishop. So, okay, takes. Okay, let's say I take, he takes, check, and I defend it with the knight. Looks okay because he will eventually like mess his pawn structure on the king side, but so will he get an open file. Like in case I take his knight, he will take my he will take my bishop eventually and get an open file on my king side. So I don't think I can play this right now. But if I don't take this knight, he will eventually threaten, and this looks very awful. So let's just take, check. I have given him an open file there, but so has he created his weaknesses. Now this is in the air, this, and then defending here, and then he'll just take. I need to castle quickly. Takes, defend, takes. I can give him a check. Let's just play simple moves. Okay, so his bishop I think is hanging. He cannot save his bishop. Yep, he cannot. And eventually I win this rook as well, because taking on here, he'll his king would have to, okay, now his king would have to move up, and I win this rook as well. Good game, guys, good game. We win 9 points in case we win from him. Okay, so we are very close to 1600, guys, almost 1600. We need 3 points, and I hope we get an easy opponent. We don't. We get a 1645 from Uzbekistan, and judging from the past Olympic performances of the Uzbekistan players, I think he will be a solid player. And we've got black pieces against him, so odds are not in our favor, guys. But let's just try and do our best, guys. For those of you wondering, I just like to play two openings: the Scandinavian with the black, and the queen's pawn opening with black with white. Here I just like to drop my queen because he's threatening a fork. Or I can just develop. Okay, so this, he is planning on developing his queen here. It's actually a trap for the Scandinavian defense. Like, had I not developed this knight, his queen could have come here, threatened this, and he could have played this move still. Plenty of moves that threat. Okay, so let's ask him politely to go back. He does. And now start our development. Like this, I can just take. Okay. So should we start, should we castle queen side? I don't really see advantage in this because his rook has actually opened up. So I don't think castling queen side is actually good. So let's just do the traditional king side castling. Check. Okay. Castle. In terms of development, I think we both are doing okay. We are, it looks to me an equal position. Okay, so this is now a crucial point. Let's say we get a tempo on the queen, but he just moves his queen somewhere and he's okay. Our queen's actually very oddly placed. Let's say we move this. Let's try. Like, he'll still have to defend this knight because we can open up his king side. Like, let's say he moves his queen back, we just take, and then his king side opens up. So he will have to be in touch with this knight. This looks okay. as expected. So can we give him a piece? Let's say we move our pawn here. He takes, or should we? Okay, let's annoy him a bit. I mean, I know it's annoying, like moving the bishop twice and just harassing the queen, but I feel in case he, like, in case I get under his nerves, he will play a bad move. Like I am just tempting him to make a blunder. Like in case he moves somewhere else. Okay, so like we can get a repetition out of him and get 1 point, but I don't think that's in the spirit of the game. Can we play a simple developing move now? I'm not very happy with the position of my queen because I feel he can try and trap my queen here. Let's say I play this. He plays some move. I take. Okay, so I can threaten a checkmate here and also threatening to open up his king side at the same time. So this move makes sense, but then I can just takes and takes, and his king side opens up and his pawn doubles. So not a very big edge, but I think it is something with black. This is a crucial moment in the game. I can also like get a tempo on his bishop. His bishop would have to move back. And we still are not over with our development. This knight's very lonely on his square, so we need to get it somewhere. Good night, Tushar Pawar bhai. I think the pawns doubling is what he's worried about. Okay, just a moment, guys. He's taking his sweet time for his making his moves. We are already like 2 minutes ahead of the time clock, but let's not get too much into it because 5 minutes is still some good time. Not like he's like running out of time. He still has 5 minutes to play. This, this, and then this, or this. और सुना स्टैफी क्या हाल है? Okay, so he does that. Let's say I take, he takes, I take, and with accurate defense, I think he can defend it. But let's just annoy him, and he would have to take it with the queen. There's no other way. Yep. We are just trying to develop on the queen side, getting our pawns as far as possible, because eventually I think it can go down to like pawns queening. This is met by this, so he's asking us to undouble his pawns, but we won't. Takes, takes, and we still check. Okay, so let's just continue. Check. Okay, so this is actually checkmate. This, this, and then this is a checkmate. No, I can move this pawn. So the game's still not over, but it's actually a like cannot take this because our bishop is actually guarding, guys. So the game's not over really. We still are up a pawn though. Okay, so takes, cannot take. In case we move this, he just takes our pawn. So this is actually a good move. Can we take? Or should we just develop? Okay, in case he takes, we just take back. Yep. Okay. Now getting this to here and then threatening to win this pawn is our move. After many days, guys, I'm okay. So in case he defends it, we just move this pawn and then started trolling. Is the audio okay? You also can like look to exchange here. Cannot take. Cannot come here. He can only come here. So his bishop's kind of looking lonely. Also this. Oof. A good move. Let's say I take. He takes. I take. Okay. I'm fine with it. And now this. All in all, I think we can move here now. He's actually protecting the queening square. Let's say I move here. Oof, this was actually a blunder. Okay, so he blunders. Let's say he's plays check, we move up. And then we are threatening to win this. In case he moves this. Or we can threaten this as well. Like check here is only move. Come on. Play that move. Play that move. Play that move. Yep. And this now moves back. So now can we... What can we play? Let's say I take, he takes. This is a candidate move. But then I just move my bishop back. So this needs to be eliminated. Let's say I do this. or let's say back here. Plenty of moves that still can be played. I don't really think I've got this through. Like, should I protect my... Okay, let's protect the knight first. Okay, so this was expected. Like, in case he wants to harass our bishop, we will just be happy. Not leaving this anytime soon. Let's say takes. Just developing this. Oof, good move. This is met by this. Thank you very much. Cannot play this, cannot play this. Okay. What can be played? Let's go back with the knight. Taking on here is... Okay, so he wants to defend it as well. You cannot be greedy, my friend. Should we take a draw, guys? Should we take a draw? Let's see, comes here. We take. Can we take on this? Let's say I take, he takes. Doesn't look a really good move. I think I should take a draw. Should I? This. Oh. So where did we go wrong? I know I went wrong somewhere, but where exactly was it? I think it was towards the end that he's just suddenly gained control. We were, I think, better towards, like, in the middle game as well, and in the opening also we were good. But towards the end, I think we made some blunders there. Okay, so both with the equal accuracy, 73 and 72. Okay, so we are 1.8 plus, if you guys can see. Yep. And this is where it went wrong. I should have, like, developed the knight earlier, and we were a bit late to see this move, but still I think we are 2.5 ahead. I don't think I saw the moves. Okay, takes. Should have taken with the bishop, but how does that make sense? Like, how, what? Let's say I take with the bishop, he takes, and then I take. Okay, so basically he wants us to exchange the strong pieces. So not taking here with the bishop, actually, the problem for me here is his bishop is actually quite active and a very powerful piece, and my bishop is not doing much. So that is why the engine wants us to exchange the bishops. Normal moves. The game was equal at this point. I don't really see how... Okay, so this was a blunder. Shouldn't have taken on the... But still I feel it's an equal game. Okay, this was again a blunder, and he played the best move. Okay, so here he should have... I felt he should have taken. Let's say he takes, I take, and then he takes. So basically queens a square. Oh wow. He should have, like, in case he didn't have time, in case he had time on his clock, he could have, like, calculated this. Because let's say his, like, pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, and then he just queens. I don't think I'm in time to save. Okay, I'm in time. But let's say, I think I'm missing a move. So this was a blunder. He played the best move. This is where he missed. So h4 was the best move. So a waiting move. Why exactly? Something wrong with the analysis, but overall I think we are happy with the draw. Happy with the draw, guys. Let's continue our run and try to finish it on a high. Let's reach 1600 today. We are 2 points. Okay, I don't really want to play an arena. Or was it chosen by the engine? Let's continue. Are we playing the arena here? I don't think we are. Finished. New game. And a rapid game would do for us. But the net's not very good. And this will be the hint we will take, and we will end it on a night, guys. The net's not really good. Sorry for the inconvenience, and I do hope you like the stream. Do subscribe for such I would just hesitate to say amazing here. I know it's not very amazing, but I'm trying my best. So yeah, do like and subscribe in case you want to.